Hi there, and welcome to Story Time with Uncle Bill. Today's 14 of a fit in a year, and I'm an addict. And I've been known it for a long time. Very addictive personality, um, very much in check uh, for the most part. Probably the first thing I ever was addicted to was cigarettes. About 9, 10 years old, and couldn't even go over to some of my friends' house because they wouldn't. Their parents didn't. They wasn't going to be involved of having the kids smoking in their yard. Plus, I cussed. Um, but I could play in the. They could play in the street with me, or they could come down to my house. But just couldn't go in their yard. We're gonna do shoulders today. We're gonna blast them too. So then it was pot, stealing for a while. Uh, Found out about gambling. Um, had two uncles. One not so much on the drugs. Um, he was more into violence. Very, very violent man. Good dude. And when he drank, just at the, it was amazing the flash anger he had. You know, unfortunately, I got a lot of that from them. Um, so there was sex. There was just probably anything. Baseball cards. Love baseball cards. It'd be easy to go spend a whole check on baseball cards. And none of those things I said were good. And they hurt people. And I'm pretty ashamed of it. But I wanted to, if you are an addict and you ever been through any kind of therapy or rehabs or meetings, one of the last steps or in between one of the steps is seeking forgiveness and meaning it and not doing it again. Not just, oh, I'm sorry, I'll never do it again, and you just start doing it again. That's just stopping. Because that's the beauty about any addiction. It's a choice, people. And it's maybe what you don't understand, if you don't have that addiction personality, it and it's hard to fight it, but it knows there's something good, there's something that you can get pleasure from, even if it's like being sneaky or just dumb. It's all bad. It's all bad. And if you've got an addiction right now that's causing problems, you can stop, and you should. So back in like August of '98, I got a call from one of my best friends saying that if I drove a truck down to Texas, I could make a couple $1,000. The truck would be loaded with marijuana. And I was a manager at Bojangles at the time. Some people don't know what Bojangles is. It's a famous chicken and biscuit fast food restaurant. It's really, really good. I love it. And so I decided to do it. And we made 2 trips. And this is all, you can't get me in trouble. I've already did federal. I did 5 years in federal prison for this. We made it the first trip. And the second trip, I was by myself, and I got busted by a dog at a checkpoint in Cerrito, Texas. Went to court, and the judge decided that initially 40 months was a good amount of time to serve for that, and 3 years of supervised release, and I traded the 3 years for 2 years back in federal prison. So I think I did a total like 52, 55 months, just shy of 5 months shy of 5 years. And during that time, I developed 2 other addictions and really understood my addictive personality and how to overcome it. The only way really to overcome a bad addiction is you got to get a new addiction in your life. And one of those new addictions was working out. Though I'd already been addicted to working out, I found somebody that took the time to show me how to work out. He was very serious about it, and I had to. He made me jump through hoops to even be able to work out for him, and it was so worth it in the end. So, and I really appreciate that. I can't even remember his name. Some big Cuban dude. And the other addiction that I ran into that I wasn't even thinking about, but I kind of had an inkling because when you know you're going to go to prison, I knew I was going to go to prison 4 months before I went to prison. Um, I needed to go to school. That's what I was going to tell my little girl. My little girl was 2 years old, and she ended up. Yeah, my mom got custody, her grandma. So they just told her that daddy was at school and daddy was working. So I made sure that that wasn't a lie, that that's what I did constantly. So I never took a day off the whole time I was in federal prison. I think if I did 55 months, I took maybe 10 days off that whole time. I worked every day. So that would never be a lie. And I went to school as much as I could, so that wouldn't be a lie neither. That mattered. So along the way, I got one of the hardest things that you could get in federal prison, and that is the 500-hour residential drug program. You got to, I mean, it's even a process to even get into this place, and it's actually pretty cool. Let me show you right quick. Oops. I got a certificate, folks, for getting the most certificates. These are all certificates. It's like 67, I don't remember now. But I have a video on it. Look at my brand new computer I never used. It don't even have a minute on it. All right, let's get back to the warm. Shoulder presses. We're gonna be working them shoulders out. So you got an addiction. Come on over and let's try this to get rid of it. You always, even when you stop, it always come back because you know how good it is. That's the problem. It's good. Let me make sure my zipper's up, folks. It's good to you for some reason, but it's not good for anybody else. Addiction is, and it seems selfish. Oh, I'm not causing nobody problems. I'm only doing it to myself. But when you look around, everybody's yelling and mad at you. How's that work? Because you're not thinking about anybody but yourself. That's how that works. You know, you're really upsetting people, like to the core of their being, and you know it. And you wouldn't want nobody to do it to you. And the funny thing is, you'll stop somebody else from doing it. I don't drink, people. Alcohol, beer, I don't drink. I can, and I could probably drink way more than you could even think to ever even want to drink. Promise you. But I grew up around a bunch of alcoholics, violent alcoholics. And when I get drunk, I get goofy and want to go crawl in a corner and pass out. I don't get violent. I've seen incredible violence, meanness, things like that. And even though I know that that doesn't happen to me, I like to drive, man. Straight up. I like to go down the road all the time. If you live around here and you was drunk, you call me. I don't care what time it is. sleep when I'm dead kind of dude. You know what I mean? I don't want you to get no DWI. I don't want you to get hurt. I don't. Just call me. I got you. And a lot of people would tell you, and a lot of people have called too. But that's okay. That's what's supposed to happen. If you say you're gonna do something, you're supposed to do it, right? I always felt good about that because I have had friends die, man. Why didn't you call me? But I couldn't tell them that it was already too late and they knew it. But I understand. Probably didn't even cross their mind 1 second. So normally what we do is a military press, but we're gonna freak it. This is one of my favorite moves. I think it's called a power clean. But you go from a deadlift, and I can't really deadlift because I don't have no ankle, so I can't really move. So I'm only gonna do one of these because it could blow my back out or something. I don't want to do that. But you go from a deadlift to a shoulder. So we're only gonna do half of that. Let me go give him some at the top. And it didn't take long. Already on fire. Wow. And I've seen people just stay drunk. Stay drunk. Wake up drunk, stay drunk throughout the day drunk. Quit. And I would have bet money they'd have never done it. They'd have just died of drunk. Man, I'm so proud. I do. I seen people smoke crack all day. Do unimaginable things. Damn it, boy. For where I seen other people throw that much on the floor. Just because I didn't want it around because it wasn't a lot. Straight up. And if you into that real, you know what I'm talking about. And I got a few videos. I got a prison playlist, federal prison playlist. I tell some stories. I'm going to be telling a lot more. This is one of my favorite exercises. This will get you going. I'm tired too. Just be honest with you. But I got a goal. And I got a plan that. And every day I do this, I think one person needs it. I do. I don't know who you are. I see the comments. And you're watching this and you got a YouTube channel. You need a subscriber. I leave likes. I leave comments. I watch the whole video. Especially if they're under 10 minutes. I got you. I got thousands of subscribers. I do the best I can. I got a couple computers always going. I feel like I know people I've never met just by watching their videos. And you probably feel the same way. Now this is optional, especially if you got this bar. What we're gonna do is the same thing, go to the front, and then we're gonna go behind the head just slightly. It's actually an awkward movement. Some people say do it, some people say don't do it. I've seen the old guys do it, so if you feel uncomfortable, you're hurt in any way, just stop. You don't have to do it. Go do a couple more to the front. Here we go. And I got a bad shoulder. I had an MRI. they said, it's pretty bad back there. I said, I know. I'm trying to tell you. We ain't gonna do no more of this. Excuse me. Yeah. Give me my back. Gotta remember work my own machine. Those classes, let me make sure I'm still in the shot. Yeah, should be all right. Those classes really help mold the person that I am, because I've had a lot of understanding about myself, about my family, about my situations, and that no matter what, they were all choices I made. And whatever you make a bad choice, you got to pay the consequences of it. It's the reason why it's bad. And I accepted that. And I do my best every day to be the best person that I can. Positive, inspirational, motivational, kind dude. Sometimes I fail. And normally that's only because some kind of disrespect. And that don't happen often. But some people, they just forget. You got to treat me like you treat your mom and dad, and you need to treat your mom and dad great. Concentrate on your breathing. When you're going up, blow out through your mouth, in through your nose, down. The drug program was not easy. It's like 30 guys, 40 guys live in the same dorm. You eat, sleep, and do classes for 9 months straight. Lot of book work, lot of videos, a lot of openness. I wonder how many people lied. There was a dude that got busted with a ship. I think he said he got busted with 40 tons or 400 tons. It was a lot. 200 tons. I got busted with 198 pounds, and it was 100 times more than what I got busted. It was incredible. Because it wasn't pounds behind it, was tons. I'm like, damn, I can't even fathom that. But if you think of it, if you've never seen a big ocean liner, that's what he got busted with. Damn, dude. I think it was hash, too. I don't even think it was weed. I think it was hash. This is pretty cool. And here's the thing. He got busted, say, 200 tons, and I got busted with 200 pounds. And we got the same amount of time. Sorry, don't bang the weights. got out. One of the things that you get from the drug program you can is if you complete it and you got the time left. I didn't have the time left. I didn't have enough time to get all the time that I could have got. But if you do, you could get a year off after okay, so you have to do 9 months. It might even be a year now. That I think they was changing it right when I got out. But you had to do the program 9 months to a year. 6 months at halfway house, and upon completion of the halfway house, that's when you got the year off. Otherwise, up until then, if you got in trouble at the halfway house and got back, you would never get the year off, and you would have to do the remainder of your sentence, which could potentially be not an extra year, but a year that you wouldn't have had to done if you've done right. And the halfway house is a whole nother story. Just another animal, another obstacle. So you had to go from prison to halfway house to supervised release. Don't get in trouble, folks. Man, it is not worth it. God, it's not worth it. But if you do get in trouble, get a federal crime. But no, man, God, it's not worth it. So much can go wrong. And it's a powder keg. That's what you're not thinking about at all. And when you get in trouble, you're not thinking about it. Oh, I know county jail. Oh, I know prison. If you don't, well, picture this. There's a bunch, even if it's not, a bunch of big dudes who are lifting weights all day, who don't want to be messed with, who's ready to A, stomp you, or B, maybe even want to have a little sex with you. I'm not into having sex with dudes, and I ain't got no problem with that. I got a lot of gay friends. I get hit on by a lot of gay men. They say it's the confidence. I asked a million times, and I completely understand. You know what I mean? But, man, my shoulder's on fire. And I totally forgot. These are called Arnold's, by the way. And Arnold said he learned it from somebody else. I can't remember who he said he learned it from. But everybody knows. These are called Arnold's. Shoot. So I got in trouble, folks. I just didn't care. I really didn't care. But I was honest. I went and told my family, I'm gonna ride this thing out. I'm just not gonna follow the rules. I did in prison. I did not at the halfway house. I hated it. The only thing I liked about the halfway house is I got to work. I had fun working. I was good at it. I won the Eastern North Carolina Bojangles Master Biscuit Baker from the halfway house, and I ain't even made a biscuit in 3 years. And broke my own record. I'm so proud of that. I could make a batch of 50 made from scratch Bojangles biscuits, and you can look it up somewhere in under 4 minutes. Pretty biscuits. If you've never seen a Bojangles tray of biscuits, when they used to, I don't even know now, but they used to have the training guide. There was a picture of the biscuit. My biscuits always look like that. Bojangles got a good method. I'm gonna do some lateral raises. We'll do a couple one at a time. Then we'll do doubles. You're breathing in through your nose, coming up, down. So, I'm not really sure if, oh man, this hurt. If I would have took those classes, if it didn't give out certificates, because I'm one of those people that has a personality that if you reward me, I'm gonna work real hard for that. Because it makes sense, doesn't it? And I wanted those certificates. So the people that ran the projects, the people that do the classes and the workshops, and I always made sure put me at the top of the list. I'm not a waste of time. I'm going to actually want to do something, to learn something, because I knew that maybe one day I would be able to get out of this damn hellhole, this United States federal prison, and hopefully be able to stop a lot of people from ever coming. I don't even want to stop one, but I want to stop everybody from going. Because, man, it's not worth it, people. No amount of money. Because you're going to lose all that. Don't worry about no money. You're going to lose all that. And you can lose everything you got, everything you worked for. And if you're a drug dealer, somebody hustling, scamming, all that money and that good time and that lifestyle, man, that don't mean a damn thing in prison. It don't mean nothing. And be gone. And you can't get your girl to call. She left you for your friend. I can't tell you how many times I heard that. Or your brother, or your uncle, or your dad, or your ex-girlfriend. I mean, shoot. Kids choosing the wrong path. I got lucky, man. My little girl's amazing. And maybe part of that is because she didn't want to be like her dad. And I'm fine with that because we got a pretty good relationship. I'm not ever going to win Father of the Year, but my little girl always knows I'm there for her. So we're going to go to the front now. Straight up overhead. Don't go too far back. Once you get to where you're straight up, just lock it out. Control it going up. Control it going down. Breathe in up. Breathe out now. And you know what I know? I know how much bad I was willing to do for nothing. Because every time you do bad, it's for nothing. It's for your own pleasure. That's what bad is. And I've done all kind of bad, folks. And a lot of it I had to pay for. And I try not to do no bad now. And if you bring some bad into my life, I wouldn't advise it. Just wouldn't advise it at all. But we're supposed to be positive, thankful, grateful, considerate, and kind. Willing to help anybody. Willing to help everybody. So knowing that what I do for the bad, this is what I do for the good. What you gonna do for the good? You know what I mean? Because you can stop doing the bad and do some good now. What did you stop for? What did you stop doing this? Why did you stop doing the bad? Well, because I was tired of hurting people, and I wanted to feel good about myself and make myself a better person. So I started working out, got a different job. You got away from the people, because normally when it's that, it's people, places, and things, lifestyle. And you got to change something. And change is scary, plus, especially when you think it's good. But if it's something that deals with addiction, it's probably not good. It's working out, it's good. Being addicted to classes, that's good. Church, man, that's good. Meetings, man, that's good. There's people that get off of drugs, get off the gambling, get off of the cheating. They need a meeting every single day. Some of them a couple times a day. Whatever it takes. You got to go to therapy. Whatever it takes. Because it gets easier. Hey, I haven't seen a friend in about 5 years, and we went on a drive together, and she said, "Oh my God, you haven't smoked a cigarette?" Because I used to smoke 3 packs of cigarettes a day. And I said, "Yeah, quit 5 years ago." That's not right. It's 10 years. Yeah, because I haven't seen her since 2012. It's been 8 years since I quit smoking. 3 packs a day, folks. And if I did the hardcore drugs, as I did, because I have friends, I'm just to be honest with you, the reason why I did most of the hardcore drugs is because I had friends that had a lot of it, and they needed somebody that they could tweak out on. And I'm about to tell those stories too. They're pretty funny. And I don't really condone the drug use or really even talking about it, but it's a reality. It's a reality. It happened. Really happened. So when I had to do those things, man, I did a lot. God, could have died. Easily could have died. Like stepping in those ants, if you haven't seen that video. Ants got poison in them. And some people, it only takes one, and they go into anaphylactic shock, and they're gone. And I'm out there just stepping in them for a YouTube video. It's pretty funny, though. But that's, played a hand we're dealt. And this is what I want to be doing. And everything I do, I want to be doing that too. It might not be the smartest idea, but I'm not no fool. Far from it. I'm really doing what I want to do, and I'm enjoying myself. And that's what it's about, man. You got to find something that you enjoy, that you like to do. I go beach combing a lot. I'm lucky, I'm fortunate. I live less than 15 miles from the ocean. And if I'm willing to travel a mile either way, there's just nothing but beautiful beaches all up along the coast. So I take advantage of it and go spend hours out there walking and finding things. And I got a playlist on beach finds. It's another addiction that I have, and it's awesome. I love it. This pile of worms. That's worms, folks. Look like macaronis. That's not no science project. That's nature's project. I found that on the beach. Tell me that don't look like that character from that movie. Can't even think of his name right now. My shoulders are so bad. That's another addiction I got. And I got videos of my beach finds, but we're about to go back up. I'm about to go on the ocean. Show you what that addiction is like. A good addiction. It's a good addiction. There's a little bit of back in that too. Not in this. Teach and hold it. And if you got them hardcore addictions and you staying up all night watching the sun rise and not enjoying it, you've been up a couple days. I didn't sleep for 28 days in a row on crystal meth. Stupid. And I think, man, and I only spent a couple dollars. I think I spent like $500 a pile of it. 28 days no sleep. You get this irritation, and it's like you start hallucinating and you crave sleep, but your mind doesn't shut. You can have your eyes closed, but your brain doesn't shut off. It's horrible. And see, I was conscious of it. And I know the effects it has on your body, so I was brushing my teeth all the time and making sure I ate what I normally ate. Just did some incredibly, man. I was actually living with a married woman for months. Dumb things, people, dumb things. I'm keeping it real with you. And normally, if you was interacting, I promise you keep it real with me, because there's a certain trust that just starts happening when you feel like you get to know somebody, especially when they've been through something. And I promise you, I've been through plenty. Got a whole channel full of it. And you know what people would tell you? I went to federal prison when I was 21 years old. I got out when I was 28. 27, 28, something like that. I'm the same guy. That 5 years didn't change me in a bad way or a good way. But it changed me. It just made me wiser. And that's what you get that from age anyway. But it was a different kind of wise. All right, so now we're gonna blast them. We get a medium weight, not a heavy weight, not a lightweight, a medium weight. We're gonna rock them out. Every now and again, just see how many you can do. And don't bang the weights. You got a lot of weight, hold. Make that muscle work. And folks, when you keep working out, you start getting stronger. You feel it. You feel it all the time. If you've never felt that before, it's an incredible feeling. There's a reason why people that are big and strong, they walk around with that confidence. Some ways it's an invincibility. And sometimes it can be overwhelming. You have to always remember positive, thankful, grateful, be helpful. And practice what you preach. Don't talk about it, not be about it. You don't get no respect like that. I'm going to tell you about the bad parts of me. You figure out if there's any good. Like, I'll do anything for you. Way past give you the shirt off my back. To me, that's really not even shit. I give you my whole wardrobe, to hell with my shirt. Though I understand the gesture. I'll go and help. I'll be there for your family member when you can't. My greatest accomplishment that I have right now is I have the house keys and car keys to a whole bunch of my friends. And I'm on their insurance policy for their cars. Because it's free, because my license is perfect. You heard of it? A bunch of people, not a couple, a bunch. That's it. You want to know what life's about? Trust. And I'm gonna be real honest with you. For those that you don't know, because some people do. If you cross me, if you disrespect me, if you think you can do anything to hurt me, I won't turn the other cheek. I try to, because I know it's the right thing to do. But there's a side of me that doesn't understand. Because if you're that close to me, you know that I'm very capable of incredible damage. And it's not because I want you to suffer or anything like that. I want you to stop. Because I'm a good person. And I didn't do nothing to you, I promise you. I didn't do nothing to you. And I told you about me. Because the way I'm talking to you is the way I talk to my friends. It's the way I talk to my family. I think it's important. That's what I learned through these classes and stuff. This is who I am. And if you're going to be a friend to me is, you know everything about me and you still accept me for who I am. So I have my own saying. And if you ever heard it before, let me know. And if you like it, leave it a comment and tell me. But this is my saying. If you can't be you around me, I need you to be whoever the hell you are. So if you steal, if you lie, if you cheat, if you got an addictive personality, if you're just a straight shitty person, don't lie to me, let me know. Let me make my own choices. My saying, if you can't be you around me, I don't want you around. I don't want you around. I don't like fake people. I don't like people that's going to take from me. I don't like people that's going to use me. And I bet you don't either. You know what I mean? Why would you? I tell everybody, this is what I'm telling you. If I don't do it to you, don't do it to me. And I would never do anything that would jeopardize my friendship to you. And if I do, come to me. We'll fix that shit. Sometimes it's just an apology. Sometimes I tell you I'm just selfish. But I don't do anything to intentionally hurt nobody. And if you do that, if you know, and I know the difference, if you know that you're going to do something that you want to hurt my feelings, that you want to hurt my body, that you want to hurt my family, it's going to be one-on-one. And I don't like to lose at all. And I might be willing to go to jail for a lot of different things. Because I want you to stop. It's not right, man. We're going to fight. And I don't care if you're a kid, a woman, grown man, old man. You made a choice. And I told you. Anybody ever tell you that? That they'll fight you if you do them wrong? I've had people do to me that, and I respect them more than most. And to be honest with you, one of the first things I want to do is see if they would try. But I just like to fight because I don't. Fighting is not a bad thing to me. It's not. And it builds respect. Ain't you ever heard that saying, man? Somebody should just go beat his ass and they'd be a better person. Because if you do things and there's no consequence from it, it doesn't matter how many people hurt. It doesn't matter how many things you do wrong or how much chaos you cause. You don't have to pay for anything, so you continue to do it. But once you get put in your place, or you have to go to jail or prison, or your family cuts you off, and you have to do it alone, things change. And sometimes people don't last long from it. It's the end of the world to them. And I'll never do any hardcore drugs again with that fentanyl. I mean, I didn't even want to do it ever again anyway, but I've lost too many friends now to even remotely consider it. There's no, matter of fact, all the people that used to call me up that I used to do those large amounts, they're dead. Not even alive anymore. All of them on drugs. All of them under 45. I'm cool with that. I don't even know how long this video is. Really what this video is about is taking that bad addiction, maybe turning it into a good one. Because it's worth it, and you're worth it. And your life will change in so many good ways, man. Remember when life was good? Maybe for some of you, it never was. You just, from a childhood up, nothing was good. And I understand. But if you made it this far, you know life's about choices. And are you making bad ones? And if you are making bad ones, what are you making them for? And can you stop it and make a difference? Can you make a change? Can you say, hey, I'm worth it? And do better? Find a reason. The first one should always be yourself. And the higher power thing that AA and most of the others teach. There's Jesus and Allah, Zen, and I mean, there's just so many. Some people worship the earth. I got, what do you call the white witches? call them white witches. I don't know. Yeah, they read tarot cards and stuff. Just make it good. Make a difference. And if you're doing this, your shoulders should be on fire. Mine are. Appreciate you rocking me. Seems like I've been doing this forever, but I don't know because I've been talking. Hope everybody's having a good day and staying safe. Hit the like button for me. Share if you can. Subscribe if you haven't. I appreciate it, guys.